Sorry about that, guys. I just sneezed. Yeah, hi guys. Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at this pretty nicely painted, hand painted Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-1000 Nick Patrick hand painted bust. And it's painted in the style of, obviously, when he gets shot in the head. I believe that's the bit at the end by Sarah Connor, isn't it? Should know this by now, because I've seen it often enough. But you know, going by scene. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, she shoots him during the last scene in the steel mill, or the the mill with all the melting acid or whatever it is. You know what I mean. But the last scene where she shoots him in the head and gets a hole in his head, what they sort of do call it, or at least they do in the action figures, they just call it the hole in the head. And I guess you could swear this is the bust hole in the head, which looks pretty good actually on the doesn't it? It just looks, and you could just remember that scene where he gets in the head, and then that being that cool 3D sort of look where you can see the hole, seeing all the way right through it, and even seeing the liquid metal all inside there as well, which is pretty good. Now I believe there is the more expensive one of this, which is currently out of my price range, but I hope to one day maybe own a more decent one, but you know, I live in hope. With a budget, it's not always easy to work out getting large, expensive items. Sometimes you just have to make do, or I like to make do with the budget and just buy sort of, as you know me, you've seen the channel and the videos, I like to get stuff ranging from £5 to £40 or £60, and just get a few bits each month. I don't like to always just get, well, I haven't, just get one big item or save up to get one big item. I just like buying loads of bits and pieces, or at least because there's loads of stuff to get, really. It's just, if you just get one big item each month, you'd be collecting forever. And I just like to spread it around, get a few different things. And this I managed to pick up for £39, I think the total was. It was 35 for this, and then about £4 for postage. So pretty good, because I mean, usually I pay for busts that are about between 30 and 40 anyway. So this was in that range. So I thought it was a good pickup. However, I wasn't going to, I did have a few doubts not to pick it up. The first being is because it is a cheap bust. However, I do and have got cheap busts and do pick them up. But I was having a few doubts and thinking to myself, is it worth picking up? Do I want to keep picking up cheap busts? And then I thought, well, I'll probably, chances are at this stage, not going to get a really expensive one. So I thought, I'll just get this for now. Because I thought, can't get the more expensive one. And also, this was hand painted in the only one that was hand painted. So I thought, better get it now in case, it's probably going to be gone soon. Someone else is going to get it, so I just took the chance and got it. And as I said, it is a cheap hand painted T-1000 bust, so obviously it's not probably not 100% accurate in terms of, it's supposed to be, obviously is Nick Patrick, but I'm not sure if this is the other doubt I had, whether it actually looked like Nick Patrick. I don't know if it does 100%. I think on the more expensive ones you can tell that it's Nick Patrick on the face, but on this I wasn't 100% sure, so this is another doubt that I had. but in the end, I decided just to get it. As I said, the more expensive one's too expensive, and due to the fact that this is probably the only T-1000 bust at this stage that I'm going to get, and yeah, it just worked out me just getting it, and then I thought, I'll get it to add to the collection. And as I said, it is all right, not the greatest T-1000 bust, but it's all right. As I said, it's a nice cheap replica, and it is nicely, although it don't actually look like Nick Patrick, it's actually quite nicely. The person who painted this, I don't think it was the person that sold it painted it. I think someone painted it and then they managed to get it second hand and then they sold it to me. And yes, they're actually done quite a good job painting it on this. It's actually quite good. They painted the face skin tone quite well. Painted the police cop jacket quite well, and then obviously the bullet holes, and yeah, the face is pretty nicely painted, and then the hole in the head is very nicely painted. Now you may hear my front door knocker going, and that is the actual wind. It's very windy at the moment, especially in the UK, and it's causing my not the door knocker, but the the bit where you put the post and letters through. It's causing that to, which is quite annoying, knock against the door. Now it seems like there's someone knocking, but you think there's someone knocking, but there's no one there. It's just the knocker. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, and they've done quite a good job painting it. There's the detail there, which looks pretty good. As I said, it is a cheap version, but it's, as I said, it's painted nicely and it looks pretty okay. You can see the detail, and they've done a good job painting the inside, and that way you see the liquid metal, the hole right through, and the silver liquid metal, which is pretty good, I think, in the holes. So it actually displays quite well, for such a cheap item. It actually looks pretty good, still on display, like that. And I think it still looks pretty good. But it's never going to be the quality of an expensive one, but it's still pretty good, and I still think it displays well looking like that. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, its size is not too big, but it's not too small. And also, what I like about this is the weight of it. There is actually a bit of weight of it. I've got some busts that seem too cheap because they're not very heavy, and they seem like cheaply made. However, this actually seems a bit more, although it is a cheap bust, it seems a bit more expensive than a cheap one, because it's got a bit of weight to it. I'll probably say it's about 10, 15 pounds, 20 pounds of weight probably there. I'm not sure exactly, but you can feel there's weight there, so it feels more expensive. I think the more, the heavy ones, obviously the quality ones, are got a bit of weight to them, and the cheaper ones don't. I've got a few ones that just got no weight at all to them, but this has got a bit of weight there, so it's actually quite nice painted. And yeah, it's quite solid, and I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. I quite like it. And yeah, if you just haven't got that budget, the big expensive budget, having a cheap one is not too bad. Well, at least I think anyway. I'm sure that the people that have got the most expensive versions of this probably think that this is probably rubbish. And yeah, compared to yours, of course it is, but it's all right if you are working with a smaller budget, and I think it's all right. And it's going to certainly do me in my collection. It's good enough. So guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you later. I'll be back. And yeah, so guys, that's going to be it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.